Straight up, Mumbai is a city without a plan and it's likely to stay that way until June this year. The BMC has received a third extension on its deadline to finalize the development plan that it got wrong in April 2015. My colleague Disha Shah sent us this exclusive report.
Mumbai will not have a plan in place for another 3 months. The development plan, which is essentially a blueprint on which the whole city is designed and developed for the next 20 years, which the BMC is working on, has got yet another extension, a third extension. And this is what the BMC Commissioner Ajoy Mehta has confirmed with Magic Bricks now, that they have been granted a third extension by the state government. This means that we have to wait for the next fiscal for the new draft to be released, and that will happen only in the month of June this year. BMC officials say that they need some more time to rectify all the errors related to mapping of the existing land use, proposals related to densification, infrastructure and open spaces in this city. Just to give you a background, this is the third time that the civic body has been granted an extension. Earlier they had got an extension in the month of September 2015 and the second extension in February, and now with the third extension it clearly seems that the city is without a plan for at least 3 months from now.
All right, clearly the delay in submission of the plan is affecting builders in the city. For one, Oberoi Realty in their earnings con call said that even though they had received this commencement certificate for the land they acquired from GSK, they will not construct until the new development plan is in place. Joining us is another developer, Deepesh Salja, director at Shapurji Pulanji Group. Thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now. First question to you, how many projects have you kept on hold because of the delay in the development plan?
The issue is more related with the new projects that you plan to take and or any builder plans to take. There the uncertainty increases because of non-clarity of rules. So either the developers are postponing the project, or because of the higher risk, there is an increase in cost. Obviously, because risk is also part of a cost. So either way, it also affects the buyer because he has lesser options, and for the developer, the costs are also higher. So it does not help anyone. The delay does not actually help anyone.
All right, Deepesh, also BMC has been granted a third extension now. How is this going to affect construction?
Yeah, of course, it does, because you cannot make decision on a grey area when the rules of the games are not defined. So you would like to take a decision when there's a clarity on rules. So then you have clarity on the sale area and your commitments to buyer, which is very critical now. Because in the new real estate regulation, you have to very clearly specify the open spaces, the green areas to customers. And tomorrow the rules change, and then your plans change, then your customers are going to sue you. So you also have higher risk. So obviously you want to have all the clarity before you actually commence the design, construction or sale.
All right. Also, tell us, what are your expectations from the new DP for 2034?
So I think the first thing is that the process has to be very fast now. And there should be a commitment on the final date of delivery. I think that is very, very important actually. Let's say government makes by December 31st, 2016, it will be final. So you can actually plan for the next year. So I think the date of the final date, approval is important. And secondly, in terms of reservations or whatever DP road or whatever the issues are, there should be once in a while for a plan published in which there is no error in terms of drafting, because what the law says, whether they publish DP or the actual DP, the worst of the two will apply. So that actually affects all the projects, because the worst of the two will apply. So if there's an error, even the error also applies to you, even if it's not otherwise should have been applied to you. So I think the number of errors has to significantly come down in the new DP, or should come to zero only in the new DP.
All right, Deepesh, thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now.